I know I'm gonna put y'all on with something else tonight.
Yeah.
Man.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy J.I. the Mass Creator, and over here to my left is my boy.
Hey, Richie Rich Slut Gang CEO is in the building.
Over here to the right is my boy
Scott TT. Scott, what up?
Can you get closer to the mic? They can't hear you. You about 40 feet away from the mic.
Hey,
Do it again. Come on. Don't start that. Come on. Yo, we starting off like that.
Pause.
Yeah.
Scott T, what up?
There we go. And over here, far down 95 to my far right is my boy
Van Gogh.
And on the screen every week in the same beautiful set with all the good smellery behind him, that is my boy, the sophisticated grizzly, Dearest Teddy. What's up, Ted?
What's happening, man? What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
We doing all right.
Chilling.
And then I believe I see our special, one of our guests here is one of the people who put in a song for the contest. I believe that's our boy Trey Holiday down the bottom. Let's give him a little love.
What up?
Hey, what's up? But in case y'all didn't know, before we get into the show, I'm not going to announce the winner just yet. But I put out a call for local artists that we were going to produce a video for a local artist that we felt was worthy of having a video produced. So we got only a handful of contestants, and they were pretty cool people. All of the songs. I mean, everybody on the panel, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't a bad one in the house, was it?
No.
And we got them from different genres. So it was really cool because, you never know what to expect when you do an open-ended contest like that. But guess what? We got great content, and we also have a great winner. So we're going to do that a little bit later. But as you know, we start our show off the same way every week. We start off with a drink. So everybody, let's grab them drinks, put them up in the air. And we say to a great show, clink, clink,
Drink.
drink. Somebody want me bad on my phone.
Oh.
I cut that down. Somebody trying to get my Jesus piece. No. But anyway,
Somebody want to switch seats.
why?
What?
Here we go.
Uh-oh, it's starting already. So anyway, we always start the show off with what have you done since the last time you was on this podcast street? So My boy Grizz, let's start with you for a change. What have you been up to since the last time you was on these podcast streets?
Well, I just got finished this past weekend with the Corvette Club show where I sold out of all my baked goods. So that was actually a pretty good time. And of course, y'all know that usually I will celebrate by purchasing another wonderful fragrance. And I think I got one that's going to be perfect. It's manly as hell. It's manly as hell, man. It is. It's not sweet. It's just woodsy and airy and manly. So that's what I did. You know me. I'm a baker. I'll bake cookies and I'll buy fragrances.
Yep.
All right.
And if you don't know, the Grizz bakes his ass off. His cookies are amazing. So if you ever need some good snacks, that's the way to go. So who on the panel wants to go first? Scott? You know, you like the way I ask him, just tell him.
Yeah, well,
All right. We try to keep it rolling.
Yeah, well, you know. Since last week, let's see. Worked. Actually had a couple of shoots.
Yeah.
It's all a blur. I have family in the house. My niece decided to roll through. So her name is Taylor Rose. You will see her on YouTube. She is an amazing singer. And I'm gonna try to be on my best behavior, but somebody is probably yeah, okay, we'll see how that goes.
At least for the first part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to probably replace the electrical panel because it doesn't have a main breaker in it. The house was built in 1972, so yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to get done in there. Other than that, had to help my son fix his car. He overheated the other day.
Okay.
He was out on a date with his little girlfriend or whatever, and it overheated.
I know.
And,
Every time he says that.
His little girlfriend or whatever.
His little girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, and I'll get into a funny story about that night in a minute.
Okay.
Because we know
What did I see?
because we know Van.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah.
He always sees something.
Yeah.
Well, you saw it that one night we were here.
Yep, I sure did.
He's like, I just need to hang out with you. It was like, come to the window. Look, there's a guy that was asleep on top of the Jersey barrier right outside.
Yep.
About to fall in the traffic.
Anybody on Facebook? I mean, we got people.
That's Katie.
That's Katie. Hi, Katie. So
Well, it is.
Rich,
What's happening?
what you been up to?
And I just been living, praising God. Nothing eventful. I celebrated my homeboy's grandmother's 80th birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely a big deal.
Yes, sir.
Then it was a surprise party for my homegirl. She was surprised, and
The 80-year-old?
no.
That was another poke. Because you don't be surprised at people that live to 80.
Shit, I do.
He jumped out. Surprise!
That could have went
The
sideways
upper
real
room where Jesus lay.
but she's in good health and everything, so it was a beautiful weekend.
Great.
Cool.
Cool.
I don't really do nothing too eventful.
Producer, what you been up to? I know Eli gotta say something.
Oh yeah, definitely today. So shout out to the film Second Chance for coming out this weekend. For those who got to see behind the scenes of that, starring Desi Alexander, Tim Megason, Antonio Mosby, and many more.
Check, please.
Check, please. What did I say?
Second check.
Yeah, you said Second Chance. I was like,
Please.
don't forget my boy Tim Trees was in that movie too.
Trees.
Yeah, Wayne Jones.
Shout out because too many productions. Also, I did see uh, uh, Hidden Gems production for All Have Sinned. They was doing private screening this weekend. It is an amazing film, so if you get the opportunity to check that out, it has an amazing cast, and it was a great film production. And shout out to Dope Souls Splash
Hey,
event
Hey,
Saturday,
all right.
24th. I'm so pissed off Rich Hunt didn't make it, but I'm so happy he didn't make it at the same time.
Okay, well, I guess that
Oh,
leaves
wow.
me. It was a low event weekend. I did one real event that was well, over the course of the week, I finished up principal structural editing for Tenmo, which is a project that Rich helped me out on. Thank you, Rich. And that's being put together by Sydney Leon, a new film producer in this area. And it's a short, but we already got the timeline together and it looks really good. So that's a big shout out to Sydney and Mass Creation Productions and Boz Productions, who was in the house to help out with some of the script. And then yesterday, I had the esteemed pleasure of being at the Arena Players for the opening of their 70th season. They are the oldest continuously running Black theater in the United States. They have
Nice.
been open for business every year for 70 years. So we need to give them a big shout out.
That is amazing.
Yeah, they have,
That's awesome.
even during COVID, they had someone in the building to do business and book talent and do things just so that they could say that they remained open for that whole year. Because if they didn't show up, they would lose that ranking, and they had somebody in that building every day.
Right.
Nice.
So big shouts out to Arena Players for
Yes,
their
sir.
70th season. The show, actually, it was a couple different congratulations because, congratulating Arena Players, but I also want to congratulate my little sister-in-law. I call her my little sister-in-law because I don't have any younger sisters, but she is the first young sister named Brown, and that's Sharon. Sharon Brown, my brother's wife. She was one of the talents, and she sang "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she sang "I Will Survive," and she brought the whole auditorium to their feet. I actually had to pan into the audience so that they could see what we were doing there. So it was a great experience. And guys and girls in the peanut gallery over there on the screen, anybody, if you have any comments or anything, you can definitely tell us what you've been up to. What's up, Trey Holiday is in the house. How you doing, man?
Yo, what up? What up? What up?
what's happening, bro?
You can hear us?
I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you. So we definitely had a pleasure listening. You're on screen, so I'm talking to you so you understand, because I ain't looking at no papers or nothing, but I listened to your track Red Smoke, man. Yeah. You
Fire.
heard it. Yeah.
Fire,
We
son.
we I'm gonna tell you, we have a tough decision, but I mean, hopefully everybody, because what I want to do, some of the songs had samples and stuff in them, so we aren't able to play them on here because if we play anything with unsolicited music, they can take away our sound, and then we won't be able to broadcast. So but what I want to do is if you could drop your link information into the comments so that everybody can go to your page, and
check
if
it
any
out,
of the other people that are online right now who put their songs input to the contest, please go into the comment section and drop your song link in the comments, because if you had a sample and y'all know who y'all are, we couldn't play anybody's because it wouldn't be fair, right?
Right.
So, but what have you been doing, man? I know you're a musician, so what was your week like? Did you put together any new projects or anything?
I actually was in the studio on Saturday morning. I had one of my brothers from Virginia needed me to hop on a song. The first time I've been in the studio in a minute, though, so it was kind of good to get in there, make sure I still had it. Other than that, it's business as usual, bro. Just working, a little bit of flag football this weekend, and right back to the grind on Monday.
All right. And I mean, I know we got different teams here. People like different teams here. So, I mean, our Ravens did pretty good this week. Well, so what about Pittsburgh?
Oh wow.
I
I
mean,
don't see anything funny.
did you see the game?
Pittsburgh is exactly who you thought they were. What's funny about it? They lost because they suck. So okay, still my team.
Yeah.
Can we get a soundbite of that one more time? Say that one more time. About Pittsburgh Steelers, what did they do?
Why?
Go back to 1993 with your haircut.
Why are you getting on him? Because he got a redhead kingpin haircut. Do the right thing. You got to do the right. Do the right thing.
Don't come for me, son.
So how was? I mean, so you said you just got back in the studio for the first time in a minute, but I mean, how did you like the project? Did it turn out how y'all were expecting it?
Yeah, it was a good song. I'm not gonna lie. I was fortunate that it wasn't a song that I had to really, think too hard about. You know what I'm saying? It was a situation about just go in there and let it flow. But the process was the same as usual. I listened to the beat on the way there, and then we figured it out once I got there. So it was cool. It didn't take me that long, and I like the end result, so I'm good with it.
So you write on the spot, or do you go off the top?
I don't want to say I freestyle because if I start thinking on the ride there, then I'm gonna start remembering those lines. And wherever I'm at, once I'm at the studio, then I gotta finish from there. If I got an opportunity to start thinking about it before, then I will. I just don't actually put nothing down in the phone or put nothing down on paper. I just go through it on my head, and I keep on doing it until I got it. If I got that amount of time to get it done, or if it's like Saturday, you go in there, and you just make it happen once you get there.
Okay, cool. So,
Want to say what's up to Shauna?
all right,
Hey, Miss
What's
Shauna.
going on? What's happening?
all right. So now,
Before we go any further, bro, for a second, I'm not gonna lie. My
yeah.
man, you look just like my cousin Ernest. Y'all could damn near be like twins.
Wow.
It scared the
Well,
hell
me-
out of me. Yeah, because when you came on screen, I said, I know he's not trolling my boys.
I'm
No,
not
seriously. Because I was sitting there looking, and you popped on screen. I said, Ernest, goddamn, I know you ain't trolling my boys. Don't be playing. You can't rap. The hell no. It's like when you say, okay, that's not my cousin, but I'll be damned, man. If I find a picture of him, I'll put it up there so y'all can see it. Y'all could damn near be brothers. I'm serious.
Grizz, you gotta support your family, man.
Huh?
You gotta support your family, man.
Not if you can't rap, you're not going to embarrass me.
All right, it's now time for everybody's favorite segment. Flowers or powder for you. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for flowers or powder. And to tell you what this segment is and how you do this segment, we're going to bring up to the mic our brother from another mother who's never undercover, my boy Van Gogh.
All right, so Flowers and Powder is a segment of the show that we do where, if you've had somebody do something amazing for you or help you out or, just been generous in, whatever they were doing that day, then you can give them flowers. On the other hand, if you see somebody that's just too out of control, the guy that ate a whole hot dog before he ever made it out of the 7-Eleven, or the cop that does 35 in a 45 and won't let anybody go by him, yeah, just go ahead and powder up those hands and just smack the shit out of them because they deserve it.
So, who wants to go first in flowers and powder?
Don't smack that cop. Don't do that.
Can I go first on this one?
Go for it.
All right. Rich knows who's getting my powder. Usually I will be giving out flowers this week, but because of this past experience on Thursdays, I'm officially giving out powder for those names who will go unnamed for this particular segment. But shout out, because the reason why they get a powder is because I never, ever, ever had to call the Baltimore City Police in my entire life. Ever. had to handle things usually by yourself, and this person took me out of my character that I had to call the police, and that person gets powder because
They got your powder.
Whoa.
All right, who's next? We got a mic for the peanut gallery. This is Taylor coming on the mic.
Taylor
Is there
gang.
mic on?
This thing on. Can you
It's
hear
a
me?
switch on it. Is it up?
Is it on? I think it's on.
It looks up. It looks up.
Can you cut up the channel for him?
Shall I come in the camera?
If you want, you can.
I'll come and I'll appear. I'll make an appearance.
Can you? You gotta turn up that channel. It's even 8 or.
Hello.
If it works.
Can we hear?
Hello, I'll kneel. Hello.
Okay, we can hear you. Y'all can hear?
Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Hell yeah, I got a nod and a thumb. I'm Taylor Rose.
can hear you.
Rhymes with chickens. That's my name. I'm Taylor. I'm in Maryland. I'm in Maryland. For just right now, I'm leaving at like 10 p.m. literally. And I was here for an indie music festival. I write like jazz folk music. And I was here for a very big festival like in Merriweather. And it was so lovely and everybody was so kind. But someone was taking my picture at the festival, like a security guard. And this man walks up to me and he was like, "Did you perform today?" And I was like, "No." And he was like, "Maybe you should." And I was like, "I am a musician." He was like, "I can tell. I want to support the arts." And he handed me a $20 bill. And he was like, "I'm supporting the arts." And I was like, "Hell yeah."
Whoa.
Okay.
Nice.
He's like, "You should play at this place in DC." It was just so funny. He just gave me a $20 bill and he was like, "You're gonna make it. You've got what the kids call the Riz." And he was probably like 60 years old and it was really funny. That's all I had to say.
So he gets your flowers. So Taylor
gets
comes
the
in and gets flowers. So right before you leave, can you give them information where they can hear some of that wonderful music? Because she's
Yes.
really amazing. And as a musician and a producer as well, I'm telling you, she got it.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot. I'm everywhere you can find music. I'm on Spotify and YouTube and Apple Music. And title all the places. My name is Taylor Rose Mickens. It rhymes with chickens. Not the end part. That's just so that you remember my name. I'm
Yeah.
also on Instagram. Okay. Bye.
Yeah, but she slid in to visit Big Unc today, my boy Scott T. And he's been a real good big uncle. He's been over here making sure she got food and showing her the parts of Baltimore that she should see and making sure she's taken care of. You know, gotta give that uncle hospitality.
So
Oh,
secret
great.
is somebody in my family does actually have talent. All right.
That's what's up, bro. I like it.
Who is this?
Oh,
Jesse,
great.
what's going on?
You took your cousin to Cherry Hill.
This is
This Jesse.
this is Jesse. Okay, my flowers
Did
are
he
sent
just
to.
say Cherry Hill?
Are sent to our Savior and Father, the man up above. Had COVID for about a week. Now I prayed to the Lord, get me through this, and He blessed me with what I asked. Still not 100%, but the pain and discomfort is much better.
Nice.
Definitely, because
Much blessings. Much
I have
blessings.
been one of the few, the proud, the uncovid. I've never gotten it, and I don't want it. But I'm praying to never have to go through it. Because I know that it's been hard for a lot of people. Some people say it was like a cough or a flu, but some people it really took a toll
Yeah.
on them. So
I had
You know.
diarrhea
In sickness.
from COVID.
God damn it.
No, I'm serious. It's a real thing.
you really don't think it was from college and not
Grizz,
COVID?
No. When I
Grizz,
had
Because
COVID,
you made an
Grizz,
8
when I had
days
COVID,
bad
really-
batch of COVID.
You
I had
really didn't
COVID.
think we were gonna go too far before you already
listen,
knew.
listen, when I had COVID,
Yeah, I had it
You already
2019.
knew.
So it was a
look it
bitch.
up. COVID diarrhea is a real thing.
Okay, I believe you.
It's a real
I'm not going to look it up, but okay.
Look it up. We had
Hey.
to look up gangbang food and shit. last
We
week.
never said what.
Like, what was that shit called?
Mukbang.
What the fuck that shit?
Mukbang, bro.
Who is this?
We don't want to put gangbang
My
and food in
flowers
the
are
same
to my
sentence. We
wife,
want
who
to
has been nothing but light in my life
Oh,
since we met.
that's another
Divine
contestant. What
goddess
up,
she
Bugatti?
is. Oh, that's Bugatti
Yes,
Bone.
sir.
Okay, what's up, Bugatti?
bro?
Bugatti, I
that's
believe
right.
his song was Boss Man. And like I'm
Yep.
saying, we cannot play them because a couple of songs had samples in them,
Sample
and it
issues.
wouldn't be fair to play some people's songs and not play the other ones. But we want to make sure that you
Drop your links in the
understand that we
comments.
listen to every one of your songs, and we definitely came to a hard decision, and we will be giving you that information right before the first grown man break.
Yo, Bugatti,
So,
drop
but-
drop the link to your song in the
comments,
comments.
please make sure y'all put them links to y'all songs in the comments so that other people can hear. I'm telling you, we did not get a bad song
You got a lot of
from
talent out
Dakota
there, yo.
Priest, AD, Bugatti, Red Smoke, Ziggy the Prince, Lady Shakespeare. I mean, we got some talented people who put their stuff out there for us to listen to. And it was amazing to get a chance to listen to some fresh music
Yeah, that's right,
that
bro. Get that
wasn't
done.
canned
Actual
in the
music.
can and just fed to us by 92Q 7-song rotation type deal. And I'm not speaking bad on 92Q because that's the way they make their money.
Right.
So, but what I'm saying is that when local artists and local talents get a chance to put something on and give us information, their music and all, I was shocked at the professional quality. Like none of the songs that came in were below studio quality. Nobody had 2 mics and a telephone type, setups. I'm sorry, they didn't. I
Right.
mean, believe me. I mean, they were not shot. I mean, they were not, put on their iPhone and then put through what is it called, band,
Oh,
don't
you
know.
talking about
whatever that thing is on iTunes or
Hey,
iPhone.
JB,
Yeah.
Garage
can
Band.
can I introduce this young lady?
Yeah,
Yes.
you sure can.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful, the incomparable Miss Marcy.
Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
Miss
Thank you for that.
Marcy.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Marcy, welcome to GMC tonight. Glad to
Yeah.
see you. I know last week you was kind of getting yourself back on your feet, so we're glad that you're here this
Well,
week
I'm
because
on one foot this week.
okay, well that's
Okay.
good.
Gang, gang.
She adds a little je ne sais quoi to our program.
Hopped-in.
So these are the links popping up, I guess, from everybody. There we go.
Marcy
So
participated in the mukbang too.
yeah, I saw that, Marcy, with your grapes.
Oh,
See,
I
we
went on board
introduce
them damn
people.
grapes.
Mukbang.
We introduce
I went on
people
board
to
them
stuff
shits, man.
that's interesting. It don't
Mukbang
have
bang.
to be nasty. It don't have to be
That's
sexual.
right.
It was,
See?
it was
She
It
was
was
eating
not
grapes,
sexual.
bruh. It was grapes.
If you
Oh,
did it in front of Rich, it was sexual. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, basically. You'll never find a pickle longer than mine.
Oh, shit.
It's never been in rind
Oh, my
or
God.
ever
Oh,
been
shit.
boiled.
What is happening right now?
God.
It's called the earworm. It's a song that I sang earlier, and
I
now
know what it
it's
is.
just
I know
like
What
in
up
my
to Mr.
ear.
He said? in
Hey,
the
what's
house?
up,
He
Mr. He
said in the
said? How you
building. What's
doing?
happening, bro?
What's going on, partner?
Yeah. So we got to get to our topic tonight, and I want to do that. I don't want to announce the winner just yet. I wanted to do that at the end of our right before our grown man break. But I do want to get to our topic today, and the actual topic for today's show is photographers survival. I'm gonna rewind that and say it again. Today's show is called The Photographer's Survival Guide to Entrepreneurship. Because as you know, all of us are photographers and all of us are paid photographers. But you cannot do what we do. And I think, the one full-time photographer on the panel who only has photography and videography as my means of income. So, but to some degree, all of us on this panel have developed our way of monetizing and keeping our businesses monetized. And I wanted us to talk because actually I think this was Van's idea for a show.
Yep.
Because maybe, and it's not just translating to photography, because entrepreneurship is entrepreneurship.
Right.
Anything that you can add or give to somebody's toolbox and give them some way, some hidden gem, some secret sauce that you have. It may not be a secret, but it could be some secret sauce that you have that helps motivate and keep you on the path of entrepreneurship and growth in your company. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're talking about.
What up, little?
So, hey, Anthony. So, one of the things that I wanted to first bring up, and it was because it's something that happened to me twice today. And it's the key. I think my biggest key that I had to learn, and I didn't do it well when I first started, but now it's almost like gospel to the point where I know that am not going to be caught with my pants down on this particular thing, is that I keep good documents.
Oh, yeah.
I make sure that from the minute I talk to a customer, potential client, company, whatever, that the first line that they say to me to the last time that they talk to me, all the way up until I shoot and after I shoot, I write it down, or it's in some kind of digital medium where I can refer back to it. Because if you're doing business by phone and you're not keeping a clear written record of it, where people can actually, you can go back and reference it. Because I had someone call me up today and they were like, hey, I saw this advertisement for a event at your space, but I'm booked on that date. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're not booked on that date. I know you're not booked on that date because you're booked on this date. And I went back through my messagings and I found our last conversation on dates, and it had the correct date on there. And then when they saw the text, they were like, that's right. You told me the date that I wanted wasn't available, so we shifted it. I'm sorry. It's my bad. If it was someone who didn't keep good records, and I actually had it in my calendar as well. But, you know, if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't keep good records and doesn't write things down or doesn't use a digital form of scheduling, you know, then you could show up for an event and it not be there, or you have the wrong address, you have the wrong everything. So for me, the biggest thing and the most important thing for me, as far as learning how, this is the key element to my toolbox, is the communication and making sure there is a digital or written correspondence that you can refer back to. You can't always say, oh, I won't forget that. I'll remember that. I learned the hard way. Yeah, and you know, and someone else, you know, you remember, Van, we were making t-shirts one night and a young lady called me up asking me if I was coming to her grandmother's party.
Right.
And the first thing I asked them was, did you put down your deposit? And the next thing they said was, no. Well, when you put down your deposit, as I've told you, that's when I book you, because that means that locks your spot.
Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
Same
So
thing with
when I
music.
didn't receive a deposit, that meant that you either went with someone else or there was no event.
Right.
And then she was like, can you still make it? I said, sure. I was making t-shirts with Van that night, one of them right here. Never forget the chair incident of 2023. But but the whole idea is that, you know, they had no leg to stand on because I gave them the parameters. I had in writing where I asked for the deposit and they never sent it. So just make sure you keep that paper game up tight, because that'll keep your paper game coming in.
Right.
So, Marcy, I know you're really blossoming in your entrepreneurship right now, and you've been doing some great things with Caesar Stay and Play. What's one of what's the aha moment you had recently, but with your business, that could be a toolbox moment for somebody else?
Exactly what you said. I had to change my contract a few times because of situations that I didn't think of that came up. I had one dog whose parent told me that they were neutered when I booked them, well,
Mhm.
the dog went in heat while she was with me,
Ooh.
which means that she wasn't neutered.
Nope.
And she ended up getting pregnant while she was with me because she
Oh,
wasn't neutered.
Hey,
Little
They
hussy.
didn't tell me.
watch them
So
hoes, man. You gotta watch them hoes.
I had
damn.
Cocoa Puff. She's due at the end of this month. But anyway,
That's
I had
appropriate.
to go back
Yeah.
and change my contract and add a few things in there to protect myself and
Right.
Right.
them, you
Right.
know?
Are
Yeah,
you running
so
a brothel over there?
I know. Tell me about it.
Is that a puppy
There was one
brothel?
day I had to show
Yeah,
y'all
she-
pictures. There was one day where I had Pampers on everybody. I had little puppy Pampers on her, and all the little boy dogs running around chasing her.
Hey, Grizz, why didn't you tell me she was running bitches, man?
I didn't even know, bro. I'm learning now. I'm just figuring it out.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
I didn't know she
Yeah,
was
so
big
that's
pimping.
going back and changing my contract as I grow and I learn and different situations come up. Yeah. I
Yeah.
always had to and then sticking to, in the beginning, people were, can I get a discount? Can I get this wave? Can I get that wave? And now, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh, that irritates
My
the shit out of me.
price is locked in. This is a contract. You either want the services or you don't,
Yeah.
and then my reviews speak for themselves. So you're paying for,
A person who has a complete 5-star rating in their companies
That's right.
that you are running, and you
top
have no
rated
bad
in
reviews. So
Maryland. Yep.
Right.
there we go.
Hey,
See?
hey,
So-
hey.
My price is my price, baby. That's
That's
what
like-
it is.
So look at it this way. I'm the Porsche of dog care. I'm the Porsche of dog care.
Yeah.
When you go into a Porsche dealership, what are you going to pay? What a Porsche costs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Hey,
first thing they're going to ask you is what? How's your credit?
Right.
Yep.
You ever notice that you come in to buy something, but the first thing they ask you is, can you buy it?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's and let's go back to Sheila E. If you have to ask, you can't afford,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
She
you
was
know what?
talking
And then
I'm
that's
asking
not
you.
fair to the parents who are paying me $500 a week to keep their dog. And
Right.
you want it for $250. That's not fair to them.
No, that's not. No.
It's across the board. So
Right.
Exactly.
And not to mention, I'm gonna have to upgrade Miss Marcy. And the reason I'm upgrading her because she's not the Porsche, she's the Bentley. She's the one where you notice you never see a Bentley advertised because if you can't afford a jet, you can't afford a Bentley.
right.
So
Right,
basically,
right.
you just don't. If you can't afford it, you got to ask what the price is. You can't afford it.
yeah.
Don't
And
even
all
worry.
of my business generated has been through word of mouth.
There you go.
Through some of
That's
the pictures that I
That's the best way to
amateurly
do it.
take, and word of mouth. So
Right.
yeah. And I booked 3 new clients today.
I'm sorry. I just can imagine that conversation. The two rich
What?
guys are going, so do you know where I can leave my bitch?
Wow. Why, yes, I do.
Would it be Caesar's Stay and Play?
I think so.
I heard they're good with the bitches.
I'm gonna show y'all the
look.
pictures of the pups the one pup that got Coco pregnant, and when I caught him, and I caught this little picture with him just looking so guilty. Oh my gosh, I was so mad at him. And
You know what
his name
that
is
you know what that look
Romeo.
was, right?
His
You know what
name
that
is
look was, right?
Romeo.
It was that look was. Don't tell my wife.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I had to tell his mother. I had
Don't
to
tell
tell
my
his
wife.
his
I
pet
got my
parent.
side bitch pregnant.
Yeah, I had to tell his parent that he's going to be a father, and he won't be a year old until the end of this month. So it's possibly that he'll turn a year and have puppies at the same time.
Babies having babies. Damn.
Exactly.
Here we go.
Hey, hey, bro. I
Yeah.
have the other side of that when you're dealing with people who have those types of businesses that don't keep records.
Yeah.
Right.
So people that ask for deposits, like, because of course, we just talked about in the beginning of it, I do my baking and everything.
Right.
So somebody sent me an event that was going on over West Baltimore. So this was like months in advance. So I'd already paid it off, getting ready for the date. I had like loaded up. I had like brownies, cookies, cake. I had everything that you could possibly sell because this is supposed to be a celebrity was supposed to be there. So I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be a lot of people coming through. I should be good. So I get there, and I guess her helper or assistant or whatever, she said, "I'm sorry, but we have no record of you." I said, "Ma'am, I paid $150 for the table. You better find whatever record there is of me paying for that damn." I said, "As a matter of fact, here," and I showed her the record that I kept. Number one was the agreement that she sent and the Cash App payment that went straight to her, so that she could see that this was paid for like 3 months ago. And so she had to contact the person that was running the event. The person that was running the event, me and Mrs. Grizz had to wait outside of the event for almost 2 hours for the person that was running the event to actually come and confirm that we were a part of the event. And then we get in there. We're supposed to have one of the premium spots because we were the first ones to pay. She stuck us in this little cubby hole of a spot, like damn near where you couldn't even see us.
Right.
Not to mention, the spot was so bad as far as parking goes. I barely made back the money that I spent on the supplies.
Oh man!
And you want to talk about pit? Now I did make back the supplies, the $150, but I made enough stuff to bring back at least $700.
Wow!
Right.
And I went nowhere. I walked nowhere near 700 on that one, and I was ticked off.
Yeah.
I mean, I was pissed because with the way that they had it, it was on a parking lot. So I'm thinking, shit, it's parking spaces out here. It's parking spaces on the lot. Like, man, we about to clean the hell up. They blocked off the parking lot, and there was another event going on the streets where people had to park damn near a mile down the street before they could walk up on the bike.
Yeah.
Wow.
So basically, I sold to the people who was trying to sell their shit at the event.
Right.
Wow.
So yeah, that's basically, I'm sitting there. So basically, the arrangements weren't very good, and then the contract, like she was gonna try to beat me out of 150. Like, nah, we not even gonna do that today, tomorrow, any other day.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make sure we send that money back, or I'm gonna sell these goddamn cookies somewhere. I can sell them in your house if you want me to, but we gonna sell these shits.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
You're gonna buy all of them or whatever. Somebody buying these motherfuckers today.
So
you have to be real careful with whoever you do business with like that. I'm trying to get pet groomers to come like once or twice a month here, but I'm trying to be real careful with the contracting again, and because I don't want poor service from them to reflect on my service either.
Right.
So I'm real picky about who I'm going to have come through, and
But
so
do you really want to add that drama to your business? If you are successful, I cannot talk tonight. That is crazy.
The word is
but if
successful.
you are successful, thank you so much. And I'm not being smart about it either. If Rich said something wrong, who would be the first one to correct him?
Right.
So I said it wrong. He corrected me, and I appreciate that, brother. But now I forgot my train of thought. When you're running a successful business, you're adding what could be a potential negative by adding another business to do a service under the auspice of your business.
Right.
No matter how careful you are, when somebody cutting somebody else's dog's hair and they're not present, that's a slippery slope to me, because they be like, I usually get whiskers, eyebrows cut this direction. You know how she's looked when she came in. Well, I look at every dog, but I didn't pay attention to the direction of her wisp or whatever. I would.
Well, you already know I'm going to go for the premium.
Yeah, I know they're going to be great at what they do, but
the reason why I'm thinking this way is because I have several pet owners who ask me about grooming services and where do I take Caesar and do I know of any and this and that and the other. So just another way to bring in. So it's still in the works, and I'm still interviewing. But
make sure it says in your contract, haircut is final. and I
Yeah.
am not responsible for it.
Yep.
Right.
Just make sure whatever wording needs to be a part of that contract to make sure they know that they cutting their hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting them cut their hair here because you wanted their hair cut.
Because
but that ain't
the
got
agreement
nothing
will
to do
be
with me.
between the owner
And
the
them.
clinician who's
Right.
who's doing the haircut. I'm just the service is just going to be done on
At
my
your
property.
Caesar's stay and play. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just make sure that says that.
And so
you
I
don't
get a
put on-
portion of that
Yes.
for allowing them to use my.
I know you ain't gonna let them do it for free. Come on now. So, I mean, any other toolbox moments, anything that any of y'all can add to entrepreneur's toolbox? Go ahead.
I'll add something to it.
Go ahead, man.
Taxes.
Mm.
Taxes are probably the biggest and the hardest thing entrepreneurs have to deal with, because when you own your own business, your taxes are completely different.
Yeah.
Like there's stuff that you can write off, there's stuff that you can't write off. It depends on how you incorporated your business, or if you have an LLC, or if you put in like for an S corp, where you have several LLCs, so you can borrow money from one or the other without being penalized for it. But taxes, yeah. So if you're working a regular W-2 job, your normal taxes, single and zero, are anywhere between 29 and 32%. The second you start 1099 work, your taxes are now 15%.
Mm-hmm.
So you're automatically saving something by having your own. You're saving half on your taxes just by having your 1099 or your LLC. And then, like I was saying, there's several different ways you can incorporate that. There's stuff you can write off. Like for cars, for example, do you want to write off your gas, or do you want to write off your mileage? You
Right.
can't do both.
Right.
Right.
So you have to figure out which one of those is going to benefit you before you can even get into it. So just get into those taxes real hard, figure out, what you want to do, whether you want to be an S corp or an LLC or
Escort.
yes. No.
Oh.
Escort.
Corp.
You know he didn't.
CORP.
S corporation.
Yes.
I thought
We
you said-
both thought he said escort.
Yeah, I
Because
thought-
y'all all
Yeah.
looking
I was
for
like, wait a minute.
y'all all looking
They
for
were
a
still thinking
sexual
about the bitches
transaction
that
to
see you to
happen.
stay and play.
Yeah, yeah.
Escort. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
Shout
had the
out to
bitches on their
Savannah.
mind.
So there's S corp, there's a C corp, there's a bunch of stuff that you have to look into.
That sound like music.
As far as how you set up your business, depending on how you want your taxes laid out. If you're a sole proprietor and you don't do a whole lot, then just a regular LLC will do. The second you start hitting around, I want to say anywhere between 85 and 100,000 a year on your own, you definitely want to look into an S corp, because there's a tax difference at the end of the year. Once you dig into it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But there's a difference between taxes on how you set your business up.
Right. Shout out to Hunt. Shout out to May. And yeah.
I'm good.
Don't go cheap on this stuff either. If you don't know, don't go around the corner asking somebody. You need to consult a professional.
Yes.
That's why I
have
said
someone who
dig
deals
into
with
it and figure out what you wanna do.
finance every day who takes care of my taxes.
Mhm.
I can't have Joe Schmo who just got a job with H&H Corner 15 days before tax day trying to figure out my taxes on a computer they don't even know how to run because they just got a password for it. No, you need somebody who does, when you're talking about business, because there are so many things that benefit you financially when you have someone who knows all of the ins and outs. Luckily, I was blessed to have someone in my family that does this for a living. And even better blessed because it's my sister. So everybody's not that lucky, but you really have to find someone who knows business taxes, because the average schmo from H&H Corner will not be able, I'm not saying the real name for a reason, you know, the real, you know, those, they are, some of them, the people that run the branches usually are pretty versed in it, but the new hires and stuff, they're just plug and play. They tell them where to plug in stuff, and that's what then the computer drops down the prices, and you ask them if they want that automatic deposit at the end of the day. That's it.
And that's usually cool for personal.
Right. But once you're in the businesses, they, like he said, you could have been taking off your mileage because you get everything except for 14 miles a day you can take off, I believe, because they give you 7 miles to and 7 miles back from your place of business that you do not get, you know, you can't take money off of.
Right.
So everything, if you drove 100 miles and they taking 14, the rest of it is yours to claim. So think about things like that. But if your gas, if driving that 50 miles costs you more than gas than it did as opposed to the amount of money you get paid per mile, then you need to make that idea or figure out that and decide how you're going to do that all year, because you can't go back and forth. It's not like I'm paying gas now, but when I wasn't paying gas, I was driving this much. So no, you got to pick one and stick with it for that whole year.
Right.
That's all finances.
Yeah.
For entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, it's important to keep good records, keep your receipts. You know, I have to keep receipts for bedding and food and treats and all that kind of stuff. You have to keep good records. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to give out treats in our business.
Nah.
We will be in trouble.
There's a thing called the
we'll be in trouble.
We try to stay away from the treats.
Right.
They had those kind of treats for dogs too.
Yeah, they got them for cats.
Oh shit!
Whoa, they got them doggy treats. Wow.
So you were about to say
shit.
No, outside of the finance though.
Yeah.
I think it's important that we talking about that big C word. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Clients?
No.
Customer service.
Close.
No.
I like your energy.
I thought I was gonna win a prize or something. I got it right.
True.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Presentation matters.
Right.
Each time, every time.
Right.
Yeah.
First like your last like your first.
Right.
A wise man once said.
You gotta stand by your work.
Hey, you don't want no BDRs out here. Trust me.
Yeah. Like even with
What's
the
a BDR? Like
it's
even
a bad
with
dick
the
report.
Woo!
Marcy, you should know better than if he says an acronym, just don't ask.
Marcy, you should have even put.
We all got quiet, Marcy, so you
I thought it
knew.
was like a photography.
None of us said it because we knew it was going to be a rich
Marcy,
switch.
you gotta
I'm
learn how to read the room better, Marcy.
sorry.
I mean, you gonna have people
just
out
understand if he gives an acronym,
When he
don't
waves
ask.
the flag, that means
Hey,
do
listen.
not follow him.
Hey, listen.
Okay.
You need Jesus.
Be consistent with everything.
No, you're right.
Be consistent with everything. If for like Grizz, he's a baker. If one cookie looks beautiful, the other one can't be less beautiful. You got to be the same.
Right.
Just keep everything the same. But for us as
Uniform.
photographers, one picture can't be off and shit. Like
Right.
It can be off. You delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You won't get this one. I don't like this one. Fuck you.
You will never see this again.
You'll never find.
And welcome to the stream. Our boy John C is in the house. What's up, John?
Hi, John.
what's going on, John?
Hey guys.
And before you
How you
chime in, John, give me a second.
You need Jesus.
Yeah. Verbal threat. Black.
verse. We got Raw, Jay on the beat. We got Smoke. This goes to all y'all hating ass niggas who ain't fucking with us. Check it, yo.
All right, everybody.
All right.
Welcome to the Grown Man Click
We're back.
podcast. I'm your boy J.I. the Mass Creator. Over here to my right is my boy.
Got TT
Over
Scott. What
here
up?
to the far right is my boy.
Van Go.
Over here to the left is my boy.
Slut
Gang
Gang CEO
CEO,
Richie Richie's in the building. Praise God.
What?
Wow.
Okay. So, and on the screen tonight, we have the lovely Marcy. We have my boy, the Sophisticated Grizzly. We have John, and we have Trey Holiday. And right now, I would like to start with saying we had an amazing time listening to the songs from Dakota Priest, AD, Bugatti Bone, Trey Holiday, Ziggy the Prince, and Lady Shakespeare. Let me tell you, we sat here and we debated on it. I've been listening to these songs for about a week. Some people have heard them for the first time today because of our work schedules. But I believe that the decision that was made was fair and just. And I am going to announce that Ziggy the Prince, Intoxicating, is our winning video for this show. Now,
all right.
This is the whole idea, and this is what I wanted to say to you, Trey. Don't go anywhere. You don't have to stay on the podcast, but I'm saying because what I decided to do was that we are going to allow, because we did a majority rules contest, but if anybody decides that they want to work with an artist that was not picked,
right,
they will be the principal photographer for that video, and we will do that video with them for free if you pick that person.
I am so glad you said that.
Why?
Because the one who sent in my booty hole shitty, that's who I'm about to work with.
He's making that up. He's
the
making
video
that up.
I want to shoot.
But I'm telling you, it was a close call between the
Here's
top
the flag.
three.
Here's the flag, Marcy.
Because the top three, we had a hard time before, trying to figure out who was going to be the one, because this is the problem. Y'all all gave us great songs. They all had great melody and great hooks. They all were produced professionally. And the tracks were, that Red Smoke track was fire.
Yo, bro.
That Intoxicating track was fire.
It got down to the point where we were actually listening for like actual noise in the background because the songs were.
Did somebody drop their pen on the floor?
Right.
I mean, literally, was that
Like,
an iPhone hitting the
really
stand? We were looking for something because we had such a great quality. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I definitely want to talk to Red Smoke. I want to definitely talk to Trey Holiday after the show. But I'm just so happy to announce that Ziggy the Prince and his song Intoxicating, you can find it on Apple Music. There is no video to this song. That's what he came here for, and that's what he's gonna get. He's gonna get a video produced and directed and shot by the Mass Creations team. And then I'm telling Trey Holiday and Lady Shakespeare, you will be getting a call from our brethren here.
User.
Within the next day or two. If you would like to stay on the show, Holiday, you're more than welcome to, because we appreciated your hard work and your diligence, and the song you wrote was fire. But we got a majority rules here, so but we really want to thank you for even coming on, because what I thought is people were going to be scared to come on, because if they didn't win, they was going to feel some kind of way. But the whole idea is that this ain't a game for us. We love in art industry. Like for me, I'm a producer. I also am a photographer and a videographer. So just putting yourself out there on a track and saying, here, listen to me, that's scary. I mean, you don't know how you're going to be perceived. You don't know who's going to like, or if anybody are going to get it. But I get you all, and you guys did a great job. So like I said, Lady Shakespeare and Trey Holiday, y'all will be hearing from one of the members of the production team, because I'm not the only one who can foot the bill for production shoot, for a video shoot. I'm sure any of the guys up here who feel passionate about a song, they will definitely reach out to you guys.
Sure.
So let's give them a big round of applause for all our contestants, including my boy Trey on screen.
Hey.
And we're going
Thank you.
now. We're gonna go in. So John, how you been doing, man?
Good.
Everything going good with the new abode?
Yeah, everything couldn't be better. Everything's decent part of town. Love it.
Now, as you know, tonight is our photographer's survivor guide to entrepreneurship. John, I know you're a professional photographer as well. And what is a hidden gem or something that you can add to the toolbox of
Why would you ask me?
because you have one point that you drum home all the time that is really important to photographers. And I think you should be able to add that part of that toolbox. That's your stance on model safety is a real important toolbox piece. So that's why I'm asking you. So what could you add to the photographer's toolbox about model safety?
Well, in short, people need to stop being dicks and treat models with respect. That's it.
Well, there you go.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
Simple to the point.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, a lot of the problems that I've just seen throughout the Facebook or internet, just people not treating models with basic respect, not giving them just a safe place to work, and just treating them as humans. I mean, that's how I see it.
Okay, and that's why we asked you, because I know that
And I
you
don't have a business, Jerry.
Yeah,
I don't have a business though.
but you're a professional photographer, aren't you?
I don't know. I just do my thing.
Okay, we're going to end that conversation right there, because me and John, we will play badminton over the damn net all night. You can't say tennis, because tennis, you might miss the ball. But if you miss a badminton bird, you slow and inaccurate.
That brings me to my next shit.
Yeah.
Fuck being humble. I ain't with
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Fuck being humble.
Exactly. Can we get an amen?
Yo, toot your own horn. Sow yourself, man. I don't never want to hear y'all on this podcast say, I do my own thing. No, like, yo, if you don't sell yourself, ain't nobody else gonna sell you.
You goddamn right.
That's absolutely
things. Right. So where I get a lot of heat from people is I think I'm in a different realm. I do this because I enjoy it, and besides the common sense rules, treating people decently and all that stuff, I don't follow any rules, and I don't have that. I don't have that stress.
Right.
That's just me.
Yeah. So are you saying that?
And actually, a lot of the industry standards that I've seen, quite honestly, were bullshit and problematic, and that's just how I am. A lot of people, like I said, they don't understand it, but I'm happy with doing things the way I am.
Cool. But so would you say that part of your toolbox is individuality and playing the game on your own terms?
Yeah, that's his dream.
Yeah, I would say that non-conformity. So there's a little bit of like non-conformist, and I agree with what you said as well.
Yeah,
but John dope as well too.
Yeah,
because I was gonna say I've seen some of his work, and it looks professional to me. Looks good to me.
Oh, you better sell it like you trying to get some pussy.
Oh my God!
You better sell it like you about to try to get some pussy.
Well, shit, Rich. If that's the pro, maybe that's why I haven't been getting pussy then.
Wow! How did we get to this?
I'm just saying,
It's
you have
rich.
to have that mindset, though.
Here's the flag.
bro.
No, I get what you're
Okay,
saying.
So y'all telling me y'all don't agree with that?
No,
I agree.
well,
Don't that at
well,
all.
see, well, we do have a podcast coming up about that, and
All right,
What,
I
me-
missed one video. Like,
I
come
know
on
you
now.
did, but
You got a
it was the
podcast
meeting
coming
where
up
we
about
talk about. It was the meeting where we talk about the upcoming show.
It's the meeting we got
So-
the most done.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Whose comment was that about outsourcing the marketing?
That was Tanae Costley.
Tanae's.
Tanae is a content creator, and she also is a branding person, and she does excellent work. As a matter of fact, the realty company that I'm working with right now is thanks to Tanae. So thank you, Tanae,
Nice.
Shout out
because
tonight.
they needed a product and a service that she knew that I could supply them with and do it professionally and get it to them on or before the time that they needed it. Of course, one thing is the most important thing that I think is my key to success is turnaround time. I have the most ridiculous turnaround time in the history of photography. Most people don't understand how I do what I do and get it done so quickly, but it's because one person who I learned photography from years ago, his name, and I got rest his soul, is Philip Ajayi. He was my
Rest in
first
peace,
team
Philip.
leader. He
Rest
was
in
my
peace.
first team leader. No, actually, Mike Jika was my first team leader, but I worked with Philip.
not to cut
And-
you off. Philip was a real one, man.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, Philip was one of those photographers.
Mm.
Like nobody could could look at a picture and tell you where you messed up quicker than him.
Facts.
Whether it was light height, light placement, light distance, whether the subject was too far forward, whether the subject was too far back, whether the background was crooked, he could tell you just no, that's wrong, my buddy, that's wrong. You know, that's and
It
with
took me a
the
minute.
love,
It took me a minute
he
to
didn't
understand
do
it.
it with malice, he did it with love. But he told me this one sentence, and this is the key to any photographer's handbook: shoot for finished product.
Yep.
When you shoot, you need to shoot like you will never get to dodge, burn, Photoshop, retouch, outsource. You need to make sure that that image coming out of your camera is the best image out of camera that you can give a subject to look at. And today in our digital era, it's even more important because they expect instant gratification because they know they can look right on the back of your camera and see what you've done. You know, it used to take at least an hour to get your pictures back for someone to look at. Now you're talking
Back in the
milliseconds
film
from the
days.
trigger pull to the time they walk to the camera.
Right.
Shout out the film.
You know, they
Yeah,
can see
I'm
it,
having
and they
I
know
have a
they can
feeling
see
that
it.
back in the film days, these people would have had seizure fits waiting.
No,
So how
but they
long?
knew that.
You shot something in film. How long would it take to get pictures? I'm just curious. In film, how long would it have taken to get somebody back their pictures?
Well, I sort of had a cheat code. I worked for a major photo lab here in Baltimore, so I usually got my customers back their 4x6 proofs within a day or two. And today, with digital media, I can have those pictures to your phone before you get home.
Wow.
And if you talk too much when you're packing your bags, they might hit your phone while we're talking or walking to your car.
Unless you don't have storage, then.
And
You
if
got
you
it.
don't have storage, that's on you. But guess what? I have a link where you can see your pictures without being able to download or open them. You can just look at them. So because I don't know, a lot of people, especially photographers, there is a way for people to view your pictures on Dropbox without downloading them now. And you can do it from your phone. There are two different links. There's a link as an editor and a link as a visitor where they can visit your link or look at your pictures in your Dropbox. You need to do that for your clients who aren't going to be downloading pictures on a continued basis for, because then they're not holding up your space. You're just using it for a moment. And then once they've got their edits, you give them a certain amount of time and then you drop them off.
Or unless you're dealing with somebody like Scott, you gotta wait till after 9 o'clock when his minutes is free.
You don't still have a plan like that? where you're not after 9 o'clock, your phone free.
Oh man.
My man went back to W Bell.
That's like back in the day. Shit.
He went back to my Sprint Evo. Yeah, you remember the Sprint Evo? That was the first color screen, and it wasn't color at all. But anyway, I digress. So, as far as client consistency, you talked about that, brought up consistency, but retention and repeat clientele, because that's important for any business to stay supportive.
Mm-hmm.
How do you maintain a repetitive business structure with your photography and what you do to make sure that you can sustain your company? I mean, like for me, and what I do is I don't expect a return client. I treat every client as if I'm never going to see them again. So I have to give them the best service.
Right.
I got to treat them the greatest and make sure they feel like they have gotten more than their money's worth. What do they say? Under promise and over deliver.
Right.
So don't say I don't tell people, oh, your pictures are going to be on your phone before you leave the studio.
Mm-mm.
I say you'll get your pictures within 24 hours. If it happens in one, I've done my job. But if say I'm doing a photo shoot and I may have to run out and do a job or something like that, and I have to go out before I can download them, then I still have enough time before I'm supposed to go or give them their pictures. Even if I'm gone away from the studio for 4 hours and I give it to them on the 5th hour, I still got 19 hours before they're expecting them.
Absolutely.
Not only that, but like Marcy mentioned, as far as word of mouth, you do all of these things, and people are going to talk about you.
Right.
And other people are going to come see you. And that's where you get new business from word of mouth.
Yep.
From doing your job right the first time.
And they definitely going to talk when you turn your back to them.
Oh,
back.
But
exactly.
I didn't mean it like that, but
No, you're right. You're right. But they are going to talk
like
negatively or positively. They will definitely talk. Yeah.
So I want you guys to prove you're a gangster, because one of the things that I did when I decided that I wanted to maintain customers, I stopped getting business cards because I figured it out. I'm getting the business cards out, hoping that somebody that I'm giving the card to will need my services and come to me. I can't wait for a wish and a prayer.
Right.
What I have to do is put a quality product in every customer's hands so that when people see what I've done, they go, who did that?
Right.
Can I get his number? Because the best compliment is a referral.
Right.
Yep.
Because a referral doesn't mean I might call your name or might call your number. That means they're coming in ready. And guess what the best part of a referral is? They already know your price, because nobody is going to walk in and say, I want a discount. No, I want what she got. Is it still what she paid? Yeah, the year ain't changed yet. You can get it for what she paid. Okay, let's do it. I don't have to negotiate price. Why? Because somebody else already did it for me. Yo, I went to a studio. He had a dressing room. We did this. We did that. I paid this. I got my pictures by this time, and he got my edits to me by this time. It was amazing. I don't have to buy a business card if I'm doing my job right.
All right, let's check this out.
Go ahead.
Let me cook on this one real quick.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm gonna ask y'all fellas, what year we at?
23.
We in 2023, right?
Right.
All right. So business cards and referrals look a little different in this day and age. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all know what business cards is nowadays?
Instagram.
Social media.
That's
Y'all
right.
know what a
TikTok.
referral. Y'all know what a referral is these days?
Comment,
Social
shout
media.
out. Yeah.
That little tag. Everything is through social media, which brings me to the next part of entrepreneurship. Marketing.
Right.
This is all marketing. Like literally, you should be posting at least 2 things a day on your platforms. Promoting. I know, brother. You literally should be doing that.
And I don't think I shouldn't. I just spend so much time doing other stuff that I deem is important to maintaining the business that I have, that growing the business sometimes is hard. And I've always maintained, because he wasn't on social media that much at all until I told him, look what I'm doing through social media. Please get on social media more. And he's grown his business, and I've dried up a little bit, and I'm not on there. I've got the TikTok for Mass Creation Studio. How many of y'all, raise your hands in this room, how many of y'all are signed to my TikTok?
I signed.
Or have joined my TikTok, signed up, joined my TikTok. How many of y'all on screen have joined my TikTok? Right.
Join my
Because
TikTok.
because you, when people meet me, may meet me in a certain way, and that's how they usually contact me. Now, how many people heard about my contest or heard about the contest or the Grown Man Click on Facebook? Right, because that's a medium that a lot of people that are exposed to me deal with me, and I do try to be a regular presence on Facebook. And I'm trying to get, I know you can link Facebook and Instagram, but you can't link Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I know you can lick your TikTok to lick your TikTok.
Yeah, listen.
You can link
For those
your
who's listening at home.
You can link your TikTok to your Facebook and Instagram, but it doesn't work vice
If you
versa.
lick your TikTok,
You should be on OnlyFans.
Right.
If you lick your TikTok, you should be on OnlyFans.
But no, like, and Eli, you could chime in on this though. Like, even when it comes to a different field as like acting, I've seen casting calls who asks about their social media presence.
Right.
Because it matters. That is your business card.
Exactly.
That's literally your business card. And that's your referrals.
I forgot one of my what do you call it? One of my suppliers asked me to be an ambassador. I guess I buy too much stuff from him.
That sounds like a drug.
That sounds good.
Yo want to be ghost so bad.
What?
Wow.
I will be Tyreek. Ghost is dead.
Y'all want to kill your father? You crazy, man.
I didn't say I wanted to kill my father.
Don't be
My
Reek.
father. I don't want to kill my father. I just said I'd rather be alive than dead. Ghost is dead. Actually, I'd rather be Tommy.
You want to cancel Christmas?
I'd rather be Tommy. Shoot.
No, but he's right, definitely right about that social media thing. Like, believe it or not, a lot of people have been reaching out to me here lately about the fragrances and stuff, and that's because of the videos that they've been seeing on on YouTube and things of that nature. And I've actually gotten a couple of people hit me up about maybe doing a collaboration with their fragrance company. So
good.
just
Nice.
Just kind of getting out there, and of course, word of mouth, like as far as with the baking and everything, like over the weekend, it was a couple of things that happened, was one of the most beautiful things that I see. And because, don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with the money, but it's more so about how you enjoy the product, because I'm proud of the product that I put out there. And when I see somebody crack open one of those boxes and start eating the cookie and turn back around and give me that look like goddamn, and then other people see them, and then they see where they're looking at, and then they come over and they get a box because of how they just looked at me. That's like a beautiful thing. So it's one of those types of things where they didn't even have to say anything. It was the look that they had on their face from trying the product, and then everybody else coming behind them like, well, whatever that is he got that made him make that face, I want that. You know what I mean? And then you get them to come over, and then they try it, and then they go over and they start talking to a whole bunch of other people. Next thing you know, some people's rushing your table. So that's just a beautiful thing to me, man.
Until you get that one guy to be like, I want that macadamia nut.
What is it?
Pause, brother. Pause.
See.
Pause, goddamn it.
See.
Hey, Ben, no, I'm being honest with you. There's certain shit that men can't ask for. Hey, bro.
No,
you need to send your woman over for that, bro.
You just gotta put
You'll
the
never
little numbers up
find
there and shit. That's all you gotta do.
a macadamia nut like mine. You'll get it from behind the whole
This just
night
shit,
long.
the shit that men should be comfortable
Grizz ain't
asking
even put that
for.
shit in the cookie.
Oh my gosh.
You got some macadamia nut cookies? No, I don't. I fucking don't. And don't ever ask me for that again.
You can have 5 boxes of them. You gonna be like, no.
My nigga.
You just grab those. I'm gonna be like, I got those. I got those. You
I
just
got
grab
them down there. Them
It's
down
right
there.
over there, bro. Don't,
Right
don't
over
be
there.
asking me like that. I don't like how you said
there.
that.
That
No.
got your name on it.
I got something real funny to tell y'all though.
I'm never gonna look at macadamia nut cookies the same again.
No, I got something real funny to tell y'all though.
Rich is rare. He's in rare air tonight.
I'm chilling.
Hey yo, for real, I got something real funny to tell y'all, man.
He's going right up the line
So-
and then he's dropping off.
Oh yeah, that is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
So over the weekend, I like I said, I was doing the cookie sales or whatever, and this older guy comes up to the table, and he gets the box and he's sitting there chatting up me and Mrs. Grizzly. So he's sitting up there, he eating the box of cookies. Next thing you know, I mean, he had to be like 60 something or whatever. He starts to flirting with Mrs. Grizzly like right in front of me.
Damn.
That's that old player privilege. I'm old.
I'm
I
in
get
there
to do
thinking
what I
like,
want.
now I'm not gonna have to slap this man with a box of brownies real quick because I know you see me standing here, man. But no, here's the weird part. So then he says, "Yeah, man, because you he said something to me. He said, and I said, well, man, I'm 50. He said, ooh, you don't look 50. And I'm like, I don't like how the fuck you said that.
Wow.
You trying to get a two from motherfucker? Look, bro, just take the box of cookies and walk your ass on over there. Go back to your car. Go back over there and
You want to see your citizen discount, don't you?
What that
Hey,
nigga
man, I
said,
look
yo
big.
said with your almond self.
See, I would have been
Butter
checking the
pecan
recipe.
chocolate.
Like you so almondy.
Looking so
Yo,
good
I
in
was-
there.
I cannot with you
Almondy self.
tonight.
I swear,
See,
man.
I
I was like, you could
with
see
you.
the look on my face. I was so damn uncomfortable.
Oh, I ain't know it was from Martin. I just thought it was
Yeah.
funny.
No, it is.
Bruh.
See, I'd have been checking the recipe to see what I may have accidentally dropped in those cookies if he was acting like that.
Yeah,
Grizzly,
I was-
I know this is going to sound hard, but you got to pull back on the amount of love you putting in them cookies.
Hey man, look, if it's
If you
gonna
put
have
that
if
much
it's gonna
love
have
in the
brothers,
cookies that geriatrics are finding their twanisms, then you doing something a little bit too
yeah, I'm
good to them cookies. You put. You'll
I'm gonna be
never
telling you,
find
look, if this is the type of
a
shit that my
loving
cookies will
cookie
do,
like mine.
hey, look,
You'll
if this is
eat
the type
it
of
from
shit my cookies will
behind
do,
the whole
I won't
night
sell another
through.
goddamn one. If my
Huh?
cookies is turning Tyrone's into Twan, I'm not selling not one more goddamn cookie.
Just sell them to us girls, then. Just sell them to us ladies.
Yeah, then y'all be toughish, motherfucker. Y'all like the brownies, son.
Nigga's name wasn't no Tyrone.
I'll take the apple crunch, whatever it is. Those are good.
Your name was Vince.
Well, before we get too far off the rails, I want to just thank everybody for coming into the Grown Man Click podcast tonight. We had an amazing night. We got to announce the winner of our contest, and then we also had an amazing conversation with Trey Holiday. He came in, and although he wasn't the winner, he still was the winner because he stayed here all night as a part of the show. So big ups to you, because some people, you know what I'm talking about, Trey, because some people would have been like, fuck your couch, and they would have left. But if you want to make real connections in this business, sometimes you win in different ways.
Right.
And just from you being here and staying here for the duration of the podcast, you won. You won us over a little bit more. And thank you so much for coming in. Grizz, before we bounce, we forgot to mention at all tonight the amazing Sophisticated Grizzly podcast that's on Wednesday night. So why don't you give them a little quick rundown of what it is to be in the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast?
Okay, well, we got the Sophisticated Grizzly podcast with me, Lady Shy, Grown Man Click podcast, Miss Marcy, Miss Bronwyn, my man Bass. We come on every Wednesday at 8:15. You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, or X as it likes to be called now. He probably gonna call it O in a couple of days. I don't give a shit. But we
It's
talk
X
about
be letting the titties come out.
exactly, yeah. That might be why I'm on it a little bit more. But yeah, so just come check us out. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about on Wednesday, but whatever the hell it is, it's going to get us in trouble. I know it is.
Trouble,
And,
Trouble.
and of course, y'all already know I got the new stuff. I just put you down with the fragrance. What was it called? My man Scott.
My loud.
Milord.
Milord. Hey,
my load.
That's the next one.
Michael Mazel.
Jet Black.
Jet Black Intense.
That sounds like a lifestyle party.
Rich, what have you done tonight?
Jet Black Intense. Friday at the Knuckle Lounge.
That's it, bro.
Bring your wife.
Get a hold of that.
Bring your wife and your girlfriend. Bring your wife and your girlfriend and your boyfriend.
That's too many goddamn people to bring. I got to feed all them motherfuckers.
Wives getting free.
You niggas gotta pay $1.60.
Trying to roll through it.
So Trey, do me a favor. Can you please give us your information where they can come and check out all of this music we've been talking about?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, where can they hear you like we heard you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Trey Holiday, TRAHOLIDAY. Facebook, same thing. I got a couple videos on YouTube already. You can follow the Holiday Show page on YouTube. Check out those videos. Music on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Again, Trey Holiday, TRAHOLIDAY.
All right.
Can you put it in the comments?
Yo,
too,
Trey. Yeah, do us a favor and drop all of those in the comments too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really when you come and support, we will support. That's what we do. That's how we grow our base and make sure that because I'm telling you, you know, if some people didn't have samples in their songs, we would have played all those sort of songs tonight, and then everybody would have understood that the tightness of the contest. You know what I mean? Because they would have heard that everything that was shown was quality. So to Dakota Priest, AD, Bugatti Bone, Red Smoke, Ziggy the Prince, and Lady Shakespeare, those were the people who were brought in there. And I'm telling you, that Whisper song by Dakota Priest is not what you would expect us to want and listen to, but it was dope. I enjoyed every minute of it because, you know, I've got like friends of mine who play for Mangog, which is a heavy metal band. And I mean,
you say Mangog?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know you were familiar with them.
Yeah, I went to school with Bert Hall, the lead.
No, I know. Yeah, I know his. I know his wife.
Yeah, and Mike, one of the lead singers, he's also a videographer that I've worked with, and also Raven Black, who sings with them sometimes. He's actually a childhood friend of mine. So I've been around that metal and hip banging music all of my life, and I love it. You know, when you hear that. And Dakota Priest produced and played and produced his whole track. So, and I'm pretty sure a couple other people probably did too. But I mean, all of this music was amazing. And I mean, that's the one thing about a contest that you do hate. But you know, when you say somebody's getting something, you have to pick a winner. But I think all of them were winners. All of their music was good. And this was one time where nobody was like, we gotta listen to this.
Right.
Like
I said, it came
bars
down
were
to
good.
us actually for like background noise, just to say, okay, this one's got background noise, this one doesn't, because everything was really clean.
Yeah,
like it was really close.
Yeah. And I mean, this was a good night. We just want to thank you all for coming in. Marcy, give us a little rundown on Caesar Stay and Play for those high-end dog.
Caesar,
come
stay
in.
and play. If you're going on vacation, you know the holidays are coming up. You want to go visit family and everything. You just gotta look me up. Caesar, stay and play. We'll
You
take
looking
good
at the
care of your
boys.
puppy, of your furry family member while you're away.
You looking at the
Document the
boys.
whole thing for you while you're there, so you can follow up.
I got a hairy cousin. They count.
Is that Simon Cowell in the background? What you looking at?
I'm not petting your gut. I'm not.
Ooh,
Whoa.
wow.
Hey, yo.
Good job, Mark.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming out tonight. This is the boy J.I. and over here to my left.
Hey, Slug Gang CEO Richie Rich, praise God.
Over here, right next to me.
Scott T.
Down 95 of me is
Van Gogh.
producer you're not used to, and right there in the booth is.
Eli the Great.
And in the peanut gallery, we have the lovely Mrs. Sheila Brown. And also,
Sheila.
we have tonight in the peanut gallery, Miss Taylor. So thank you guys for coming in and sitting in the peanut gallery. And as I say every week, do good. But if you do bad, do really bad so they know you meant you.